advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted to public protection.
Whoop.
Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon colony.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation. More than a few. Less than a hive. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
This is Halcyon.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
It's always fucking freezing in the bays.
Is any of the news they play here actually true?
It's always fucking freezing in the base.
You know that sound? I got a... Why, it gets you the weapon.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Self-improvement, including one's weapon.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down and... What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to... No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the original... Only takes a bit of elbow grease. Most ships have a work...
Tossball scores from Yukonis. What about the rail gliding championships?
I didn't think anyone but natives followed that. Hell, I know space hands who don't even think it a sport.
So, that's a no?
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Sugar Gel Flakes, and Purple Berry Flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% overdrive.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Hey, that pad down there, with the lights off, there are people unloading a ship.
Probably.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm... Gosh, I wouldn't dream of it. Not unless...
She's a good ship, ma'am.
Happy to hear it. I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Mr. Udom Bedford. His office is on the promenade. Have yourself...
Have either of the assault cruisers ever put in?
We've got a fight on our hands. Open fire!
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar, a CCN. Milk chocolate bar with caramel and peanut. It's time for a KY.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with. Great work. There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that Scholar I'm looking for ended up. Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made... Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on... I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authority? Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in... I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets... Oh.
Sizzle's Purple Berry Crunch. Sugar gel flakes, purple berry flavored power nuggets. Now 12%.
If you're not crew, you're little.
You ever hard up for work?
I'm not going anywhere, you hear? You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me... Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I... As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too... You say that like it's... I just don't like to leave a dead... Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy...
Something I can help. If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. Requests of our patients are paramount, so no. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records. Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. We don't have the... We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs. Take care.
What's that? Huh. Nothing there.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
On rotten time. You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not... What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be... I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally... Should've known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Alright, okay, we can discuss it. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back. What? No, I didn't do anything. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1. Assuming you want to... Alright, I'll fess this part up too. If it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize... 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the Blood Tier Diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had... If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to find... Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit. Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things... Thanks for helping me. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
They come.
Dang it. Shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Shit. I know I shouldn't have done that. Okay. I can't. Let's see. Gotta wait.
Patience is a virtue, or so I've been told.
Okay, keep him quiet.
Did not see me.
What? Here they come!
No!
That's the last of them.
I don't want that to happen. They can get in and out.
Quietly now.
Ow. But she's none the wiser. But unusual side effects post hibernation. Skip flu. It's weird. I'm gonna cap you one day. Alright. Let's go. Let's go fix these radiators.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular...
Sometimes I question my decision to be out here. But then I remember, free will is just an illusion.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill the meth fillers, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did.
We're destined to die!
Mess with us.
Strong tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Unexpected. Investigating. Terminating security search.
Here they come!
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps. Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker.
Shit, I'm confused on where I need to go. I think I need to go down here.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
It's Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from... If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Nice.
You're right, I don't. The board... I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life-or-death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took...
They must have been amazing people.
That means a lot coming... Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought... We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth... I hope that was a joke, Captain. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stim that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from someone.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled
CNP Borsted Baked Beans. When you need to eat lunch, Borsted...
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
Bless my heart. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light on the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway, and Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're... I've got a lovely little...
just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
You'd think the board and its agents would be more content.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play, he and I. I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells. He tells me he will soon. I impound his ship. He explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells. Around and around we go. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table? You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm. That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with? It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's... well, it's my white whale, I suppose. It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work. Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases. That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has... What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the...
I think I'm gonna reload that. I can't believe that just happened. That was funny.
just gonna hang in the back and try to...
Ah, yeah. Has... My... Right. There. Alex You... Well... Oh... It's fine. Now... Miss Doyle owes the board a...
Kind and efficient. Can't say I disapprove. Although, seeing as this woman...
I think you may have underestimated the size of Miss Doyle's debt. I am extremely anguished, Captain. Please respect my...
I doubt Mr. Bedford's ever felt real pain. We could introduce him to the sort of suffering that actually
Be careful you don't irritate my guards, Vicar. You might not like their rather narrow understanding of what constitutes... I'm glad we could come to an accommodation. You may inform Miss Doyle that our collection... Now, is there anything else you need, or can I...
When might we expect you out here?
Rizzo's purple button. You want a punch?
I've seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicar? Need us to slow... down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicar. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jess. Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a... If you're looking for a medic, I can... If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. She helped me win a bet.
That's it. What's that?
We were on a smuggling run planet side when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur. And as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off. Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet. It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin. You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're...
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly?
What are you saying, Martin?
That's an anti...
My law, what have I done? The company will have my head. Both of them.
Gotcha. What I wouldn't give... This guy's real easy to fuck with.
What kind of Agree to Now, if you don't mind, I'd like... Oh, and it's not the best. Lot of slogans. Heard of it? My orientation Aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure...
Yeah.
That's a spacious choice, Spirit. Take what you have, pal. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for you. I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our consumer care. You would never ask if you knew what... I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice consumer relations...
Has been deader than usual around here.
Chief wants to reduce board traffic.
Rizzo's triple berry fudge. Soft sour,
Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhill. I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
Have either of the assault cruisers ever put into Groundbreaker?
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Yes, just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. You're serious, you're giving me a shot. I put together a little speech. Hey there, I'm Felix Millstone. No, wait. Let me finish. Firstly, I am highly personable. Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight. That motto is... Additionally, in conclusion...
I thought that was real.
Thanks for the vote of... What do you think? Wow. Thanks, boss. I'll just gather my personals and meet you on...
You got a crew now, Felix.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Hey, Captain. Can I... So, Junlei and I have been talking some. She sent me a poem. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all... Oh, law. That's what's got... It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on... I don't want to get too hopeful, but... I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? I don't know where it's leading yet. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they didn't... I'm sad to hear it, Captain. You seem... But yeah, don't feel... When folks start... I guess I just needed to talk. I'm feeling a touch. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just... couldn't work up the courage to open it. Let's see here. Talking about old friends... They were... I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past. Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up. Drinking never solved nothing, Captain. I ain't been able to sleep for 3 nights now. I just want to unwind. Just the tiniest bit. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd... Yeah, so... I was cozy like it.
I feel like I should do that again. Cause like, I'm gonna try to not drink with it.
Yeah, so... This is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be cozy. That's in pretty good... The block...
Accurate in all particulars.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught...
Speech recognition is one of the many...
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked...
I am gratified you consider... I am at your disposal, Ms. Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker, though
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch. Mostly, yeah. I'm not exactly a model employee. Not like you wanted. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That, when I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave... I noticed straight away that he was moving slower. And stiff. About a year. I tried to do more of the work. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects, or... Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend you.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Welcome back, Captain. How can The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for... Yes, Captain.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving... What?
Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez. Take care. We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Captain, got a minute? This Roseway business smells. Something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the distress call. And whoever... Just a little caution. Could be a reason no one's picked up this job yet. They don't give medical degrees to dummies, Cap. Anyway, we might as well take a look out there, see if we can get the... No security.
Captain, something bit them. Something with more teeth than is strictly necessary.
Warning. Pathing obstruction. Delays in loading due to commerce obstruction will be deducted from all staff pay.
They left their own outside. Was it that bad? I'll keep it down.
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. Distress call? From here? Shh. Got me. I just do what I'm told, and I was told not to do such. Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Alarms went off, wraps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and... Wish they tasted like sissy. Some say chicken. I say the north end of a southbound will... Anything else? Oh, before I forget. Auntie Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Yes. Anton Crane, lead scientist here. I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked. I'm not at liberty to discuss the nature of the work I'm doing here. Suffice it to say that its importance to me, to the... Those need not be mutually exclusive. My work would be... Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us. Shot up our lab. If those cretins get their hands on my research, well, they'll... You have a point there. It most decidedly cannot make the situation any worse. All right. One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental. While doing research on enzymes specific to the Raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective appetite suppressor. Not just any diet toothpaste. Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out. The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my coat. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass by the town's original... by the Grand Architect. Jameson. He's in the old lab. My protege. I sent him to retrieve some metabolic... That would surely lighten the weight on my conscience, as I am held to account for the well-being of every... Too many have been lost. Too many black marks against my name, as it were. Of course they do. Please don't... If my colleagues refuse to take their lives seriously, why should I? All they do is complain. Believe what you will, but I'm not the manipulative, ego-driven person you...
It says this guy's already wrapped, Father. Think the other 16 were closed? Maybe on account of health code violations?
I don't need to do it myself. I can stay here if you want.
looks like a great spot for an ambush. Someone knows how to make an entrance.
System up. Investigating.
On it! That armor! They can't keep us up.
I care about the front door. This is an egregious breach of protocol. Ugh. Can't use the centrifuge without supervision. Can't file reports without him. It's like he thinks I'm a child. Please. That man doesn't have an altruistic bone in his body. I'd wager my last bit that if you brought back the precursors and left me for dead... What? No. Come on.
damage sustained.
That Chief He seems like a nice boy to me. Yeah, but... I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. You might surprise...
Mysterious doors are the funnest sorts of doors.
As for you,
Sounds like they got a backup somewheres. Maybe even a Fatberg. Oh, look at how big she is. Wow. We're not going in there, are we? I can take a hint. Oh, look at how big she is. Wow. We're not going in there, are we? Incoming! Incoming!
No. It's not where my load needs to be. Come on. Come on, man. I guess, but I'm gonna run away.
They got the drop on her.
Run. Run. Come on, guys. We're not fighting this battle.
Don't mess with us.
Parvati, Ellie, come back.
On my way. Going. Okay.
The mom's still alive. Okay, good. The mom is still alive. It's kind of exactly what I wanted. They're sleeping.
Hey! You! Oh, good. You're not shooting at me. That's a start. It's been a bit of a day, so I'll get to the point. Yes, I have Crane's research. I suppose it does not matter. Either... Let's make a deal. I'd like to go on living. You'd probably like to make some money. The first thing I need is a key card to unlock my door. Then I'd need you to clear me. There are two ways out. The quickest is through the front door, but Clio security's bottled up in there. The other way out is through the loading bay, but you'd have to clear out the wraps for me. Then I could just slip. Because Crane is a tool. Because no good deed goes unrewarded. Because doing me a good turn is the honor. The research I carry is valuable. I am willing. You might be the first stroke of luck I've had all day. Thank you. I'm in your debt. On my honor. Sell it, of course. I don't have any use for the script, assuming I make it out of this place alive. From the day we are born, we are made to obey. Never... Corporations expect us to work until the day we die. But they could not give a half-bit shit about our lives. I would ask.
Here they come! Time for a drink?
I would ask what was... Finally. I've never been so... Please tell... So you... And now, if you do not mind... Oh, really? Your point is well taken. Here, take the damned research. Tell Crane I hope he chokes on it. Good. Orphans.
Oh, as if my thoughts were... Jameson. I didn't do right by him, did I? Only cared about how he... Not in this colony, there isn't. But success here will get me to Byzantium. I'll have recognition, money, proper facility... Oh, as if my... My research? That's all manner of distressing. The truth... I suppose I'm...
Ah, outlaws, I assume. Do me a favor and let... Aren't you with the brutes that attacked our lab? Aren't you here to pillage our Oh, well, I forgot the carpet in here. It's just a... What does it look like? I'm preparing a personal... No. I left schematics in our storage facility. As far as I know, the security commander hasn't found them yet. I admit I'd feel better were they returned to me. Out the south gate. Follow the road. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a tube of thermal paste on you? Blast!
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Vaughn Cortez. Over in the main labs. We've been cooped up in... Dr. Crane might say otherwise. Me? I had to leave an I've been extracting organic compounds from Raptidon.
Extracting how? No.
In certain social situations.
Oh, he's making Enraptured, Captain. An aphrodisiac. Wrapped musk is the main
What? No? I mean, yes, I'm getting the musk. With Monarch... The results are outside the margin of error. Sure. Of course. Our lab's south of here. The newer lab is built for, more... My equipment's in the lower levels, way in the back. I have a big room all to myself. Dissection tables and whatnot. It should have been running this whole time. Just grab the results and bring... If you have a buyer. I got a contact who wants to haul the entire batch to Byzantium. Help me out, I'll cut you in for a share. I'll even pay you before I am. No, I mean... eh. Great!
So, hoping to score some free samples?
Thanks for getting me... Oh, we turned the old... About being an assistant. I know...
say it in words.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
Alright. That was a pretty good, what, hour? 2 hours, 23 minutes.